Well, Bob, I believe it would be enormously unwise for the Bush administration to start another war before ending this tragic war we're in today. And it does sound like the administration is ramping up. You can just see it. Resolutions in the Senate, and I regret Senator Clinton voted for this resolution labeling the Revolutionary Guard terrorists. This was provocative. It didn't need to happen. Secondly, some of these press reports, these leaks, this would be enormously unwise because it would strengthen the hardliners in Iran, like Ahmadinejad. It would embolden those elements in Iran that want to provoke a war against the United States. It would further inflame the Muslim world that is already very strongly against us as we're trying to resolve the situation in Iraq and the Israeli-Palestinian issue. It would be a disastrous event that I believe is coming, unfortunately, also from faulty intelligence. Once again, the administration seems to be preparing the American people for a ramp-up in action, and it would be, I believe, another disastrous foreign policy decision.
The president of Iran, Ahmadinejad, was just here. He certainly got himself a few headlines while he was here. Do you think he helped himself while he was here? Did we handle him in the right way? I mean, providing a forum for him at the Columbia University and so forth?
Well, I wouldn't have invited him, but that is academic freedom. I'm glad we didn't let him go to ground zero. He is, I believe, a minor player in Iranian politics. What I would do is I would engage Iran, but I would go around Ahmadinejad. I know that region. I was UN ambassador. I spent time there. I would go to the moderate Muslim clerics. Islamic clerics. I would talk to students. I would talk to university professors, business leaders. 40% of the vote in Iran in that last presidential election went to a moderate candidate. And I do believe that it makes sense to engage in a dialogue with Iran, knowing it's going to be very difficult. But I think the points of contact are this. One, we cannot have Iran have nuclear weapons, but I believe we can work with them to develop a civilian nuclear fuel cycle, perhaps with the Russians. We cannot have them, obviously, continue helping the Revolutionary Guards in Iraq. And the way to do that, perhaps, is a carrot and stick policy. My point is, Bob, they would be difficult negotiations with Iran, but calling the names, labeling them terrorists, drawing up military options is just making the situation worse and inflaming the Muslim world at a time when we need, in the Persian Gulf, in the Middle East, in Iraq, a political solution. There is no military solution anymore in Iraq.
New Mexico Governor